Welcome to News Now, your highlights of the week's news and views. In News Now this week, now don't laugh, this is serious. You can build a house for 2,500 Rand. 2,500 Rand. Yes, we know. Some people spend more than that on a pair of shoes. But a house? Yes, it can be done. Two entrepreneurs in America proved it. They posed the question in a business publication. Can you design a safe, well-designed and habitable home for the world's poorest people and mass produce it for less than $300, which is about 2,500 Rand? They had so many responses and received so many designs and cost estimates that they set up a website supported by corporate sponsors who started a design competition. Check out what the first winners came up with. You'll be amazed. And it really can be built for less than 2,500 Rand. Who is Bishop Norbert Kunonga, and why is a man of the cloth so feared and despised by many members of the Anglican Church in Zimbabwe? Why was he kicked out of the worldwide community of Anglicans? Bishop Kunonga has been excommunicated, which effectively means he was kicked out of the church. Yet, with the apparent connivance of politicians who support the once religious yet Marxist President Robert Mugabe and the approval of the country's High Court, Bishop Kunonga has been able to take over and sell church assets, including buildings, and throw priests out of church-owned houses. It must have something to do with his support of Mugabe, who is a hero in the eyes of many African leaders, including South Africa's government, but an outcast in most of the West. The so-called Arab Spring uprisings in North Africa provided TV news channels around the world with many hours of live images of gunfire, destruction, misery, and triumph. But the fighting has ended now, and Egypt, Tunisia, and Libya have to get down to the task of rebuilding their societies. A big part of that job involves luring tourists back. Most tourists, it seems, aren't too happy about sipping cocktails while watching the sunset through a cloud of gun smoke and cordite. Tourism was a big money earner in all three of those countries before people took to the streets to overthrow governments they disliked. Now tourism authorities are saying, it's safe here, so please come back. For a nation long regarded as sporty outdoor types, we South Africans are not looking too good. In fact, we've become the fat of the land. South Africa is one of the porkiest countries on the planet, according to research done worldwide. The numbers prove it. 61% of us are heavily overweight, and dangerously so. It's the result of overeating, bad nutrition, all those chips, snacks, fried foods, and fizzy drinks, not exercising enough, and boozing far too much. In fact, one expert says if there were a World Cup competition for boozing, we wouldn't even have to practice. Skyscrapers have long been part of the world's big cities, so a new 65-story office and residential building shouldn't be too remarkable. Until you look at the plans proposed by Mexican architects. Imagine a sharp-pointed glass and steel pyramid-like building. Now turn it upside down and push it right into the ground, right in so the base is level with the ground. That's right, they have designed an upside-down building. It would go down into the ground rather than up into the air. Very odd. Check it out, it's all in News Now this week. News Now, the magazine for busy people, on sale now.